Good evening! We are finally here at the Stay Inn. Sorry for the couple of minutes there. Bit of a technical problem there. Technical problem is not that I have drunk too much whiskey already. It's just that it would not load up my camera. So you'd have been seeing black all the evening. But I think we are there now. So Friday night, pubs are closed, which means the Stay Inn is open as normal. And thank you once again for coming out and joining me. Lots of familiar faces I'm seeing on the chat there, so thank you for coming back. I know we've got a few newbies playing again tonight, so thank you, Claire, for joining us the first time. And I hear Tom has brought along some more Squiz virgins tonight. So it's not Tom being the virgin anymore, it's his mates. So there we go. Thank you for joining me. It is Burns night on Monday. So I thought we would celebrate in style a little bit early by having an early Burns night quiz. So yes, it has got a bit of a Scottish theme to it. But before I go through what your rounds are tonight, who are you and what are you drinking this evening, Scuizzes? I have got myself an absolutely lovely drop from Innis and Gunn, Scottish brewery there, finished in a whiskey cask. So there we go. Oh, lovely stuff this is. But I have got the whiskey ready to roll as we go on. So yeah, lots of messages coming on here. Right, excellent. Oh, Andy loves me. I presume that's you, Claire. Maybe Andy does love me. Who knows? So what we got? Lots of people coming in. Pebbles are here. Excellent, Team Pebbles. Good evening. Good evening to the teams at the Manor House. And thank you for sending me your very Scottish themed picture earlier on. I shall try and get it shared later on, but yeah, it wasn't letting me add it, so I'll desperately try during the break so we can all see your Scottishness going on there. So we've got, Ollie's on the red wine. Vicky's uncle is on the speckled hen. Nice drop there. Holland Park. Oh yes, Danny is on. We've got the whiskey going in Bristol already. Very nice. Oh, Highland Park. There you go. I was wondering what Holland Park was. There we go. Right, what have we got? Oh, we got Malbec. We got a coffee from mine. Noswaith da, Colin. Diolch am ddod i'r Stay Inn eto. Penderyn whiskey for Colin there. Excellent. Yes, I was about to explain what was happening this evening. So, Burns night. We're going for that Scottish theme. So, we all know, well, I hope we know, that Robbie Burns was a famous poet. So, we will be having our first round all about poetry. Watch as my viewer figures just drop now that I have said that. Our second round, as it is customary to eat haggis on Burns night. So I've just realised I've gone out of focus there. As it is customary to eat haggis on Burns night, we are going to have a round on British regional delicacies. No, not all Scottish at all. We've got things from Wales, Cornwall, across the country. And then we move into our break. And if you have been on our social media, you'll see we've got anagrams this week. Haven't done anagrams for a while, have we, Squizzers? We've got 10 Scotch whiskies, all in anagrams there. Can you find out what those 10 magnificent tipples are? That is what I would like to know. You have all evening to do those. They're on social media, but I'll show them during our intervals. And then rounds 3 and 4, after the intervals, we're going to have a general Scotland round. And then after that, we are going to be, by popular request, answer smashing from the hit TV show House of Games. So we're going to do a Scottish themed answer smash for you. Yes, so hopefully that will go down well. Okay, if you're not sure what answer smashing is, I will explain closer to the time. Yes, that is a lot of talking that I have been doing, isn't it? So I'm just going to get myself another quick drink while I catch up on these messages. Hi, Kim, Tash, and Emily. Thank you for joining us. Orange squash, yay! Orange squash. Oh, nearly got my beer there. Oh, gin and Scottish shortbread, Katie. Lovely. I haven't got any shortbread. Should have got some. Okay. Oh, Matt and Lisa, you've got the secret weapon, Gordon from Glasgow. There we go. Oh, I know we've got a few Scots joining us tonight, so let's see how we do. Right. I normally say witted or moided, don't I? But, seeing as it is Burns night, I have havered enough so far. Are we ready to begin a quiz? That is what I would like to know. If you are ready, Scuizzes, tell me on the live chat there, and we shall begin the quiz with our poetry round. Test teams had a heart attack, but did survive the poetry round. There we go. Oh, of course, Claire's on the WKD Blue. What else? Oh, monkey shoulder for Simon at the Manor. Brilliant. Oh, here we go. Lots of readies coming in. Here we go. And my phone has started buzzing. That's probably somebody telling me they're ready here. There we go. Right. Poetry. Good old Robbie Burns was a poet. So what do you know about poetry? Here we go, Scuizzes. Oh, for all you newbies, just write down your answers and you mark them yourself later on. Okay? If you're cheating, everyone join in at home. If you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. So there you go. Same as if you use Google. Right, poetry. Round 1, question 1. Which plant inspired William Wordsworth's poem which begins, I wandered lonely as a cloud? Which plant inspired William Wordsworth's poem which begins, I wandered lonely as a cloud? There we go. Excellent. Lots of readies coming. Oh, quite a few of you have got secret weapons from Scotland. There you go. Question 2 this evening, Scuizzes. In Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, what bird does the mariner shoot? In Samuel Taylor Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, what bird does the mariner shoot? Just had a message. I am definitely not as tired as last week, you can probably tell. I am well up for it tonight. It's the thought of copious amounts of whiskey and answer smashing. Question 3. In which religious building would you find Poets' Corner? In which religious building would you find Poets' Corner? I don't think we'd let that Donald anywhere near us, Simon, despite his Scottish roots. Question 4. Which Greek poet wrote the epic poems The Iliad and the Odyssey? Which Greek poet wrote the epic poems The Iliad and the Odyssey? Okay, question 5. For this point, my testings fell about laughing. Which animal does good old Robbie Burns describe as a wee skleekit corin timorous beastie? Which animal does Robbie Burns describe as a wee skleekit corin timorous beastie? In my most pathetic Scottish accent there. Claire, the other line is that the winner is whoever's had the most fun. So don't worry about questions, just have some fun, and then you may be the winner. Question 6. Which unit of measure is also a word that describes the rhythm of a poem? Which unit of measure is also a word to describe the rhythm of a poem? Thank you for completing the poem there for me. Oh, not the poem, the next part. Oh, here we go, we're off. We're going to have lines and lines of Robbie Burns coming through now. Question 7. How many lines are there in a standard sonnet? How many lines are there in a standard sonnet? Question number 8 in our poetry round this evening. Which English poet was referred to as mad, bad, and dangerous to know? Which English poet was described as mad, bad, and dangerous to know? Question 9. What is the longest poem written in Old English? What is the longest poem written in Old English? Question 10. I'm going to throw in a bonus question for you here as well. So, question 10 is this. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, are lines from which poem? If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, are lines from which poem? And for your bonus point, those lines are written on the player's entrance to which famous sporting arena? So if you could meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, what poem are they from, and in the entrance to which sporting arena would you find them written in? Okay, that brings to an end the poetry round. Before I move on, I'll just give you a moment to sort out amongst yourselves what your answers might be. So, at this point I'll say thank you very much to my 4 test teams who have a look at all the questions and sort me out with any errors, grammatical anomalies and things like that. That was their lowest scoring round of the evening, believe it or not. They scored an average of 6.5 on that round. So yes, they scored a lot higher on the next round, the regional delicacies round. So yes, poetry has not gone down very well, judging by the messages on my phone. Well, Burns Night only comes once a year, so you don't have another poetry round until this time next year if we're still in lockdown. Yes, so shall we swiftly move on? Round 2. So, on Burns Night, it is traditional to eat haggis, which is a fantastic delicacy from up north of the border. I have one ready for Monday night myself. So I thought I would do a round on regional delicacies, foods from around the country. Okay, so let's start off with... Oh, I've got messages coming in. Oh, thank you, Colin, for telling me that. Not it's great news, but there you go. So, round 2, question 1. This is the haggis question for you. Haggis is traditionally served with neeps and tatties. What are neeps and tatties? So haggis is traditionally served with neeps and tatties. What are neeps and tatties? Question 2. What is included in a Scottish breakfast in place of black pudding? What is included in a Scottish breakfast in place of black pudding? Question 3. What a lovely delicacy this is. What is traditionally served with East End pie and mash? What is traditionally served with East End pie and mash? Question 4. Fortnum and Mason claim to have invented which spherical food in 1738? Fortnum and Mason claim to have invented which spherical food in 1738? I am definitely a foodie, yes, Mom. I can safely say I've tried everything in this round. Question 5. What is the principal ingredient of the Welsh delicacy lava bread? What is the principal ingredient of the Welsh delicacy lava bread? Question 6. What dessert is made when you put meringue with cream and strawberries and coulis? Which dessert is made when you put meringue with cream and strawberries and coulis? Question 7. Peas pudding, which is split peas boiled with ham and vegetables, is a traditional dish from which area of England? So, peas pudding, which is split peas boiled with ham and vegetables, is a traditional dish from which area of England? Finish my beer, so here comes my first whisky of the evening. I've got an Oban there, or Obin, I should say, shouldn't I? Visited the distillery a couple of years ago. Nice wee dram there. Question 8. The Cornish dish stargazy pie is so called because what is gazing at the stars? The Cornish dish stargazy pie is so named because what is gazing at the stars? Here's to Mr. Burns. Question 9. Griddled oatcakes are most associated with which county? Griddled oatcakes are most associated with which county? What I want to know has my Auntie Sue made any yet? Means I made her jealous when I made some last summer. That is a nice warming feeling, isn't it? Okay, question 10, the last one in this round. Which bay in northwest England is famed for its potted shrimps? Which bay in northwest England is famed for its potted shrimps? So there we go, Scuizzes. That is the end of the second round. So you have some time now to just finalise your answers there, argue amongst yourselves, probably talk yourselves out of some answers. I always say, go with your gut if you're not sure, especially on the food round. Yes, so we'll have a quick break for 5 to 10 minutes or so. You know the drill by now, most of you. Go to the bar at the stay-in. Get your snacks, your drinks, anything you want. Go and use the facilities if you need. And then we'll be back, like I said, in 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll do the answers to those first 2 rounds. Sorry, the chat is going mad. What is this? I can repeat question 2, Mom, before we go to the bar. Sorry, round 2, question 10 for you, Mum. Which bay in northwest England is famed for its potted shrimps? There you go. Yeah, so we'll have a quick 5 to 10 minute break while we all go and visit the bar and use the facilities. During this time, just finalise your answers for those 2 rounds. We will mark them when we come back. And in the meantime, you've also got those 10 whisky anagrams to have a go at. So I shall flash those up on the screen. Oh, I need another repeat from Vicky. Ooh, I'm not going to get to go to the bar. Vicky, question 3. What is traditionally served with East End pie and mash? There you go, just in time, Vicky. I am going to go to the bar at the State Inn now. I'll speak to you in 5 to 10 minutes. Here come your anagrams, so you don't have to look at me. And I shall speak to you soon, Scuizzes. Bye for now. Okay then, Scuizzes, I am back from the bar and well stocked for the next part of the quiz. Sorry it took a little bit longer. I had a little visitor from upstairs wanting to know how the quiz was going. Hopefully she's settled back in bed now. Yes, so I am back, ready to do the next few questions. Next two rounds, we'll do the answers first, but hopefully you have heard my voice and are ready to see my ugly mug again and go through the answers. So here I come, Scuizzes. There I am. So, yes, you do not like poetry, do you, Scuizzes? Let's keep poetry away from the stay-in from now on. So, let's get the answers to the poetry round done and the regional delicacies round. So here we go, Scuizzes. Round one, poetry. The flower that inspired William Wordsworth's poem was daffodil. Question 2. In the rhyme of the ancient mariner, the mariner shoots an albatross. Number 3. You will find Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey. 4. The Iliad and the Odyssey were both written by Homer. 7. The wee skleekit corin timorous beastie is a mouse. 6. The unit of measure, which also describes the rhythm of a poem, is a meter. 7. There are 14 lines in a sonnet. 8. The poet who was mad, bad and dangerous to know was Lord Byron. 9. The longest poem written in Old English is Beowulf. And question 10. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, well, they are from the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. And the sporting arena where you would find them written, it is the player's entrance to Centre Court at Wimbledon. And there you go, those are your poetry answers. And then we moved on to regional delicacies, at which point I got a flood of message going, yeah, we love food. Question 1. So haggis is traditionally served with neeps and tatties, which is swede and potatoes, or turnip and potatoes, depending on what your dialect is. Swede/turnip and potatoes. Question 2. The full Scottish breakfast, you would substitute black pudding for kippers. Before anyone says oatcakes, you substitute fried bread and oatcakes. The test teams had a mad conversation about that. Question 3. You would traditionally served jellied eels with East End pie and mash. Question 4. Fortnum and Mason claim to have invented the Scotch egg. 5. The principal ingredient of lava bread is seaweed. What a lovely, lovely delicacy that is. Question 6. When you put meringue and cream and strawberries and coulis together, you get Eton mess. 7. Peas pudding is a traditional dish from Northumberland. If you put the northeast, then give yourselves a point there. I did say area, so northeast is an area, isn't it? So Northumberland or the northeast. Question 8. In stargazy pie, what is gazing at the stars? Well, it is the sardines which poke out of the pie. So sardines. Question 9. Griddled oatcakes. They are associated with Staffordshire. And then question 10. The bay in northwest England, which is famed for its potted shrimps, well, that is Morecambe Bay. Morecambe Bay potted shrimp. Oh, no, that's lovely. My mouth is absolutely watering at this point. Right, scores on the doors, Scuizzes. How are we doing after those first two rounds? I'll just quickly finish off my oven. Absolutely lovely there. Here we go. You're 11 and 7, 18. Oh, the Manor House. Oh, the poets. There you go. Fantastic score there. Oh, another 18, another 9. Oh, I was hoping. Well, Mum, you should be getting full marks on that. Right, bacon, sausage, and kippers. We did a lot of research on that, Jane. The test teams and I. Best not to say. Oh dear. We got 15s, we got 12s, we got 20s. Here we go. Oh, great scores coming in. Brilliant. I am pleased. You never can gauge. Normally, if you're in a pub, you can get the vibe. So there we go. Excellent scores coming in. Right, we shall move on quite soon to the Scotland round. There we go. Ben Riak is coming out next. Wonderful 13-year-old. Matured for 12 years in its normal way and then switched to a different cask for another year. Again, yes, to the good man himself. Right, question 1 in round 3. So this is your Scotland round. So all about Scotland here. Question 1. The law dictates that Scottish whisky must be matured for a minimum of how many years? Law dictates that Scottish whisky must be matured for a minimum of how many years? Very, very close on the scores tonight, seeing them coming in. Oh, Ollie. Stick with the skipping, maybe. But no, don't actually skip the skip. Stick with skipping, but still join in the stay-in. And have the most fun, because you could still win. Oh. Round 1, I'll very quickly do those answers for you. That's Lou Down loses, isn't it? 8, 9 and 10. 8, Lord Byron. 9, Beowulf. 10, If / Wimbledon Centre Court. So Byron, then Beowulf, and then If, and the bonus of Centre Court at Wimbledon. There we go. Question 2. Which famous Scottish figure was depicted in the 1995 film Braveheart? Freedom. That packs a punch of smoke, that does. Not your cup of tea, Graham. Question 3. Which soft drink is sometimes nicknamed Scotland's other national drink? Which soft drink is sometimes nicknamed Scotland's other national drink? Question 4. How high does a Scottish mountain have to be in order to be classified as a Munro? Now, how high does a Scottish mountain have to be in order to be classed as a Munro? I'd like to answer in feet, please. What's this? I don't have £2.5 spare, I'm afraid, Colin. I would love to have a cask of whisky put aside in my name. Question 5. I couldn't resist this question. What is Scotland's national animal? What is Scotland's national animal? Yes, please, if you do win the lottery, please just buy me a barrel of whiskey aging somewhere so that I can drink it in many years. Or anybody who's been particularly kind and got a spare £2.5 who wants to reward me for these quizzes, just go ahead and buy me a barrel of whiskey. Nice, Jane. Question 6. Twin brothers Craig and Charlie Reid are better known by which name? Twin brothers Craig and Charlie Reid are better known by which name? Question 7. What is the longest river in Scotland? What is the longest river in Scotland? One test team got this right, so if you get it right, let me know. Question 8. What is the Queen's official Scottish residence? What is the Queen's official Scottish residence? Question 9. The Glasgow School of Art is often considered to be the masterpiece of which famous Scottish architect? So the Glasgow School of Art is often considered to be the masterpiece of which famous Scottish architect? And then, finally, in round 3, our Scotland round, question 10. What is the capital of the Shetland Islands? What is the capital of the Shetland Islands? Anyone who's watched the BBC drama may have heard of this place quite often. I'll just give you a moment, then we shall answer smash. Lovely stuff. Well, I've got something I'm not quite sure on this. All I'm saying is special. Yeah, I've got it, Danny. Don't worry, I have got it. It's on my notes here. So, my next drink. This is something special that I've been saving for a special occasion. This is it. We found this in Grandad Mitchell's house. It is a white and Mackay, or Mackay, however you say it, from the National Conference in 1987, and in it was a miniature, and quite a lovely bottle. And it has been waiting for a special occasion, so the Burns Night Squiz is going to be it. Say age as well. Just a wee dram there. But let's answer Smash before I drink that. Those of you who have seen the Richard Osman House of Games, this is what we shall be doing. Those of you who haven't, I shall explain now. I'm a little bit nervous about the technical problems here. You're at the conference, Graham. There you go. Well, let's hope it's a good whiskey. So answer Smash. Yes, I'm a bit worried because I can't see everything that's happening on the screen when I do this. See, when you answer Smash, in the final round here, you will see a picture at the top of the screen and a question below it. That is the opposite way round than on House of Games, before anyone gets confused. Okay, and you have to smash the two answers together. So you identify what the picture is, you answer the question, and then you smash your answers together. For example, this picture here is Dundee, and my question, which 1998 film depicts the attempts to prepare for and destroy a 7-mile wide comet, is Deep Impact. You smash those together and you get Done Deep Impact. So this is what we are looking for. If you just smash those two answers together. Okay, all the pictures have a Scottish link. All of the questions are just general knowledge. So here we go. There's your picture. Who is that? And your question. Which confectionery, now manufactured by Bassett's, was first introduced to the UK in 1944? Who is that? And which confectionery, now manufactured by Bassett's, was first introduced to the UK in 1944? Let's try this mystery miniature. That's quite sweet, that one, actually. Yeah, quite nice. Definitely tell it's been open a while. Okay, question 2 in your answer smash. Where is that? And then your question, which actor who made his name in the royal family plays the lead role in Death in Paradise? Talking about the current series of Death in Paradise. So which actor who made his name in the royal family plays the lead role in Death in Paradise? Your third question, and where is that? And which Simon and Garfunkel hit was covered as a charity single by Artists for Grenfell? Which Simon and Garfunkel hit was covered as a charity single by Artists for Grenfell? Your fourth one. Okay, where is this? And which operatic aria did Pavarotti sing for the official soundtrack of the 1990 World Cup? Which operatic aria did Pavarotti sing for the official soundtrack of the 1990 World Cup? Next up, what is that delicious dish there? And in which musical and film did Charlie Price inherit a shoe factory, meet a drag queen, and produce a line of knee-high boots? In which musical and film does Charlie Price inherit a shoe factory, meet a drag queen, and produce a line of knee-high boots? This one, there's your picture. And your question, which type of pasta means little tongues in Italian? Which type of pasta means little tongues in Italian? Next one. What is that there? And which British dessert is made by baking bread and raisins in an egg custard? Which British dessert is made by baking bread and raisins in an egg custard? What have we here? And which fish, closely related to seahorses, features a long, tubular-like body? Which fish, closely related to seahorses, features a long, tubular-like body? Can you have question 2 again, Katie? You can do in a moment. I'll go back to it for you, Katie. Let me finish the round and I can easily go back. Okay, there's your picture. And the question is, by what name is noughts and crosses known in America? By what name is noughts and crosses known in America? Finally, there's another picture for you. And the question, who commanded the British forces on the Western Front from 1915 until the end of the First World War? Who commanded the British forces on the Western Front from 1915 until the end of the First World War? Okay, Katie, I shall go back for you. Question 2 is this one. So there's your picture, Katie. And which actor, who made his name in the royal family, plays the lead role in the current series of Death in Paradise? Okay, I'm just topping up my glass. There we go. Right, and let me come out of there. There we go, there's me back big again. Yes, so I am on to a Iliad 18 years to finish off the evening. I've got out something special because we need to raise a toast right now. Not to good old Robbie Burns, but to Lynn from the Morgans. Happy birthday, Lynn. We hear so much about you, always beating Danny. So here is to you, happy birthday. Thank you for joining us at the Stay In on your birthday. What better place to be than the Stay In? So cheers to you. Now that is gorgeous. Right, we shall have a very quick break just for 2 to 3 minutes. So you can finalise any answers that you would like to from the Scotland round, the answer smash round, and then also these anagrams, which will pop up on your screen once again. When we come back, for those of you who don't know, we will do your anagrams first before we do rounds 3 and 4 with the answers. Okay, so I shall speak to you in just a couple of minutes, Scuizzes. See you soon. Okay, Scuizzes, I am back ready for the answers to this evening's anagrams to begin with, and then we shall go on to rounds 3 and rounds 4, the Scotland round and the answer smash round. So now that you have heard my voice coming through your speakers, make sure you've got your marking pens ready to see how well you have done in the Whisky anagrams. As with the foods, I have tasted all of these whiskies. Well, why wouldn't I? That is the question. So here we go with the answers to these whiskies. I'll reveal them in 3, 2, 1 and go. There we go. So number 1 was a famous grouse. 2, Highland Park, which Danny's hubby was drinking, wasn't he? Number 3 was Glenfiddich. Number 4, Grant's. 5, Monkey Shoulder. That was Simon at the Manor, wasn't it, drinking that tonight? 6, Teachers. 7, Glenmorangie. Auntie Sue's on that this evening by the looks of it. 8, Chivas Regal. have a lovely bottle of that in the cupboard, thanks Graham and Alison. 9 is Singleton. And 10, Johnny Walker. So those are your 10 whisky anagrams. Famous Grouse, Highland Park, Glenfiddich, Grants, Monkey Shoulder, Teachers, Glenmorangie, Chivas Regal, Singleton, and Johnny Walker. Much as I would like to talk about whiskies all evening, you have to now stare at my face. There we go. There's my ugly mug once again. So let's see how you've done on rounds 3 and 4. Round 3 was the Scotland round. 9 out of 10 for Simon. Excellent. I get the feeling you are a whiskey man, Simon. Kindred spirits there. So round 3, question 1. By law, a Scottish whisky must be matured for a minimum of 3 years. So 3 years to become an official Scotch whisky. Question 2. The Scottish figure depicted in Braveheart was, of course, William Wallace. 3. The soft drink, sometimes nicknamed Scotland's other national drink, is Iron Brew. Question 4. How high does a Scottish mountain have to be classified as a Munro? It is 3,000 feet. Question 5. Like I said, couldn't resist this. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. 6. The twin brothers Craig and Charlie Reid are better known as the Proclaimers. Who started singing as I've said that? That's what I want to know. Question 7. The longest river in Scotland is the Tay. Did anybody get that right? 8. The Queen's official residence in Scotland is the Palace of Holyrood. 9. The Glasgow School of Art building is the masterpiece of Rennie Mackintosh. And question 10. The capital of the Shetland Islands is Lerwick. So there you go for your Scotland answers. Now for the technological genius here. We're going to do answer smash answers. So how well have you done on these? So here we go. This was your first picture. The confectionery, first introduced by Bassett's in 1944. So here we go. We have got Andy Murray mint. Andy Murray and a Murray mint. Question 2. We have got Balmoral and Ralph Little. So your answer is Balmoral Little. Question 3. We have got the Forth Railway Bridge over troubled waters. Or the Forth Rail Bridge, the Forth Bridge. It's just important to have the bridge there and the Forth, really, isn't it? Next one. Pavarotti's operatic aria on this picture. We've got Loch Nessum Dorma. And next one, quite possibly my favourite one in this round. Here you go, we have got Cullen Skinky Boots. Cullen Skink, a lovely fishy soup. And Kinky Boots, the musical and film. Cullen Skinky Boots. Here we have got Highland Flinguini. A Highland Fling and Linguini pasta. Highland Flinguini. Here we have shortbread and butter pudding. Shortbread and bread and butter pudding. Shortbread and butter pudding. This one we have a bagpipe fish. Bagpipe fish. A bagpipe, of course, and then a pipe fish. Here we have Cell Tic-Tac-Toe. That is a Celtic football kit. And Tic-Tac-Toe. And finally, we have got Murray Field Marshal Haig. Murrayfield, the home of Scottish rugby, and Field Marshal Haig, the commander of the British forces from 1915. Murray Field Marshal Haig. There you go. That is our answer smash round. I would love to hear what you thought of that round. How did you get on, and was it enjoyable? I like trying out new things. So thank you to that 3 teams who requested an answer smash. So there we go. Those are our answers for this evening, Scuizzes. So what I would like to know now is, how have you got on? Not that scores are important, of course, because the winner is whoever has had the most fun. I'm definitely having fun this evening, so maybe I will be the winner tonight. Katie, 100% on answer smash. Yes, get in there, Katie. Terrible tonight for Danny. Oh no. What was that? But fun was had. Yes, that's what we want in this day, and a bit of fun. Scores don't matter, do they? It's all about having fun. So lots of scores coming in. Good evening, Kai. I haven't seen your name pop up yet. How are you doing, Kai? 38. We've got Stephen on 40 there. Some great scores coming in so far. Yes, so yeah, well, I'll be back next week, Friday at 8 PM. If you are on the emailing list, then I will, I'll be sending you an email. I want some ideas of how to just keep going, some different ideas around, some themes and things. People seem to be keeping on requesting a theme. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Yeah, so let's see, more scores coming in. We've got 43, we've got 47. Wow, great. 37, 39, 32. A Yorkshire round, Francesca. We could do a Yorkshire round. We did a Lancashire round, didn't we? Is there a Yorkshire? Is there a Yorkshire day? We'll see. Oh, scores are flashing through. Great. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's enjoying the quiz. There you go. Will I end the quiz with a song? Whew. Who knows, Malcolm? We'll see. So lots of scores come in. We like to end on a tiebreaker, don't we? Just for a bit of fun again. So here's a tiebreaker. You can have a guess at. Oh, Ollie, well done. So next week at auction there is a bottle of whiskey which is expected to become the most expensive bottle of whiskey ever sold. And it is a rare Macallan 1926 60-year-old bottle. Okay. Now the previous record was also set by Macallan 1926 60-year-old from the same cask, in fact. What I would like to know is, what is the current record for the most expensive bottle of whiskey ever sold? So have a guess in the live chat, and then we shall see who is the closest while I psych myself up for a little bit of a sing-song, possibly. We will see. You're right, Colin. It is Diwrnod Santes Dwynwen, the Welsh lovers' saint, on Monday as well. Double celebration. Messages flying in now. I've got 2.25 million from Mum and 64,000 from Graham. What's this message? Got another guess here of £500,000. 35,000, 38,000. Right, well, I'm sure more will come in. But the most expensive bottle of whiskey ever sold was this, it was last year, no, the year before now, 2019. It was a Macallan 1926 60-year-old. And it sold for £1.45 million. It is that rare. £1.45 million. So there you go. What a fantastic bottle of whiskey that must be. So I hope we have had fun in this Burns Night special edition of the Stay In Pub Quiz. I'll be back next week. I'm going to end by saying cheers to all of you. Thank you for joining me once again at the Stay In. I always have a wonderful time on a Friday. Yeah, keep in contact. Let me know any ideas for rounds and themes and things. And I shall see you next week. And if you would like to join me on a quick sing-song. I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to the stay-in pub door. Thank you very much.